There's a power within you, a force so strong that it can lift you out of darkness or pull you deeper into it, a power that can build your future or break it. And that power is your mind. We become what we think about. Your life today, your confidence, your peace, your success is not determined by the world outside you. It is shaped by one thing alone: the thoughts you allow to live inside your mind. Every day, millions of people wake up already defeated. Before they even get out of bed, they're worrying about failure, about not being good enough, about what others will think. They tell themselves, "I can't do this. I'm not strong enough. I always mess up." And you know what happens? They begin to live out those thoughts, not because they're incapable, but because they believed the lie they told themselves. That's how it works. If you think you're a failure, your mind will look for proof. If you believe the world is against you, your mind will find enemies in every corner. If you expect to lose, you probably will. But here's the truth. It doesn't have to be that way. You don't have to live a life shaped by fear, self-doubt, and negativity, because the same mind that brought you down can lift you up. The same thoughts that once defeated you can be transformed into weapons of strength, courage, and confidence. In 1952, a man named Norman Vincent Peale wrote a book that changed everything. It wasn't just another self-help guide. It was a revolution of the mind. He called it The Power of Positive Thinking, and in it, he shared a truth that's more relevant now than ever before, that your thoughts are not passive. They are creative. They shape your reality, and you have the power to choose them. Peale taught us something simple yet profound. If you can change your thoughts, you can change your life. Not by pretending bad things don't exist, not by ignoring pain or failure, but by choosing to respond differently, by learning to see setbacks as setups, by deciding that no matter what comes your way, you will face it with faith, with calm, and with power. You didn't get that job? That doesn't mean you're a failure. It means something better is waiting, and you're being prepared. You were betrayed by someone you trusted? That doesn't mean love is dead. It means you've grown wiser, stronger, more resilient. You made a mistake? Good. That means you're learning. That means you're trying. That means you're alive. The first step to positive thinking is to believe in yourself. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to believe, deeply, sincerely, and faithfully, that you have something special inside you, because you do. And no one, absolutely no one, can take that from you unless you let them. Peale believed in the power of prayer, not just as a religious act, but as a psychological tool. When you pray, you calm your mind. You shift your focus away from fear and toward peace. You remind yourself that you are not alone, that something greater walks beside you. Whether you call it God, the universe, your higher self, it doesn't matter. What matters is faith. Faith that you can rise. Faith that your life can get better. Faith that your best days are still ahead. And here's where the magic begins. When you combine positive thinking with positive action, you become unstoppable. You start showing up differently. You speak with power. You walk with purpose. You no longer shrink yourself to fit into someone else's idea of who you should be, because now you know who you are. You're the one who got up one more time when life knocked you down. You're the one who kept moving forward when everyone else quit. You're the one who believed when there was no reason to believe. And that belief, that's what will carry you to the top. This is the power of positive thinking. It's not fantasy. It's not magic. It's a decision to rise, a decision to change, a decision to believe. Believe in yourself. You have the power to direct your thoughts. And that power, when focused with intention, can change everything. You see, belief is not just a vague feeling. It's a force. It's energy. It's movement. When you believe in something, your mind starts to search for ways to make it real. And when you believe in yourself, even just a little, doors begin to open that you didn't even know were there. Norman Vincent Peale said, "Change your thoughts and you change your world." And he meant it, because once you begin to believe that better is possible, better starts to find you. Once you begin to expect good things are drawn to you. The universe responds not to your fears, but to your faith. But belief alone is not enough. It needs to be cultivated, grown, repeated. It needs to be protected from the weeds of doubt, fear, and negativity that try to take root every single day. Your mind, like a garden, must be tended to carefully. You must feed it with truth, with hope, with a vision of who you want to become. That's where visualization comes in, one of the most powerful tools of positive thinking. When you create a clear mental picture of your goal, whether it's success in your work, healing in your relationships, peace in your heart, your subconscious mind begins to work toward that picture as if it were already real. Athletes use it, leaders use it, entrepreneurs, performers, dreamers, they all use it because the mind doesn't know the difference between a vividly imagined success and one that's real. It just responds. It just aligns. And before long, the world around you begins to match the image inside of you. So take time every day, even just a few minutes, to see your future in your mind. See yourself calm, confident, standing tall. See yourself winning. See yourself helping others, living with passion, living with joy. Let that picture settle in. Let it burn into your spirit, because that image will pull you forward when life tries to push you down. Peale taught that the way you think about a situation is more important than the situation itself. You can have all the talent in the world, but if you think like a failure, you will never rise. On the other hand, you can come from nothing, have no connections, no advantages, and still create an incredible life if you train your mind to think powerfully. Positive thinking does not mean ignoring reality. It doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing your focus. It means acknowledging the problem, but refusing to dwell in it. It means recognizing your limits, but refusing to be defined by them. Let's be clear, bad things happen. Life is not always fair. People will disappoint you, plans will fall apart, but your power lies in your response. You can either react with fear or respond with faith. That's the great secret of positive thinkers. They're not lucky, they're not naive, they're disciplined. They've learned to catch themselves when they start spiraling into negativity. They've learned to speak truth when fear begins to whisper. They've learned to reframe the situation, to look for the lesson, the opportunity, the blessing in disguise. Peale believed that how you speak to yourself matters more than how anyone else speaks to you. You could have the world cheering you on, but if your inner voice is toxic, nothing will change. You'll still sabotage your own success. You'll still hold yourself back. You'll still question your worth. But if your inner voice is strong, encouraging, honest, and hopeful, even if the world doubts you, you will rise. So start speaking life into yourself. Tell yourself you are capable. Tell yourself you are growing. Tell yourself that even if it's slow, even if it's messy, you are moving forward, because you are. Every step counts. Every effort matters. And yes, there will be days when your mind plays tricks on you, when the voice of doubt gets loud, when the weight of the world feels like too much. On those days, return to the basics. Breathe, pray, reflect, slow down. Come back to center, back to peace. Peale spoke often about the need for inner calm. He said that peace of mind is one of the most powerful human possessions. And it doesn't come from having everything figured out. It comes from trust. Trust that life is unfolding as it should. Trust that the pain you feel today has a purpose. Trust that you're not walking through this world alone. You can't control everything, but you can control the atmosphere inside of you. You can protect your peace.
You can choose stillness. You can decide, no matter what chaos surrounds you, that your heart will remain steady. And that's not weakness, that's strength. Real strength. Because anyone can panic, anyone can give up, anyone can curse the storm. But it takes power, it takes character to stay grounded when the winds blow. Positive thinking at its core is not about being fake. It's about being faithful. Faithful to the idea that life is worth living, that progress is possible, that every setback has a seed of growth within it, and that you, yes you, have a purpose greater than any problem you face. So don't let temporary failures define you. Don't let the opinions of others shape your destiny. Don't let fear write your story. Instead, let belief fuel your vision. Let truth guide your steps. Let your thoughts become your allies, not your enemies. Because the war for your future is not fought out there. It's fought in here, in your mind, in your thoughts, in your beliefs. And if you win there, you win everywhere.
People will try to define you. They'll put labels on you based on their fears, their failures, their limited understanding of your potential. They'll say, "You're too quiet," or "You're not smart enough," or "People like you don't succeed." And if you're not careful, you'll start to believe them. But Norman Vincent Peale warned us not to let the opinions of others become the blueprint for our lives. He reminded us that most people are not authorities on your soul. They don't see your future. They don't feel your fire. They don't know what you're capable of when you start thinking differently. So stop waiting for permission. You don't need everyone to believe in you. You just need to believe in yourself. And that begins by learning to handle criticism with grace. Not every critique is an attack. Some criticism is useful. It can sharpen you, teach you, help you grow. But much of it, it's noise, it's projection, it's fear disguised as advice. The key is to stay grounded in your identity. When you know who you are, you don't get shaken every time someone disagrees with you. You don't shrink to fit their expectations. You rise to meet your purpose. Peale taught that you can't let negativity enter your mind unchecked. It's like a virus. It spreads fast and silently. You must guard your thoughts like a fortress. The moment you catch yourself thinking, "I can't," stop, challenge it, replace it. Say, "Yes, I can, and I will," even if you don't feel it yet. Because what you repeat, you start to believe. Affirmations are more than feel-good phrases. They're anchors. They remind you of your truth when the world tries to drown it out. Say them daily. Say them with conviction. I am strong. I am growing. I am worthy of success. I am not afraid of failure. I trust the timing of my life. You may not believe those words fully yet, but keep saying them. Speak them over your doubt. Speak them through your fear. And over time, they will rewire your mind. Peale believed that confidence is not something you're born with. It's something you build, brick by brick, decision by decision, step by step. You build it every time you do the hard thing, every time you take action in spite of fear, every time you choose faith over comfort. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's moving forward despite it. It's feeling anxious, uncertain, even terrified, and still taking the leap. That's how confidence grows, not by sitting in comfort, but by walking through challenge. Positive thinking is not about avoiding hard things. It's about facing them with power. It's about walking into the unknown with a mind trained to see opportunity. It's about believing that whatever happens, you will find a way through. Life is not easy. It was never meant to be. But you were not meant to live in defeat. You were meant to overcome, to evolve,
to grow through everything that tried to break you. There will be moments when fear creeps in, when your goals feel too big, when your path feels too uncertain, when the pressure feels too heavy. In those moments, remember this: fear is just a signal, a message from your mind that you're stepping outside your comfort zone. And outside that zone is exactly where your breakthrough lives. Don't run from fear. Sit with it. Listen to it. Then rise above it. You've overcome so much already. Things you thought would break you, but didn't. Pain you thought you'd never heal from, but you did. Moments you thought were the end, but they were just a beginning. There is more in you than you realize. More strength, more wisdom, more potential. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to take the next step, and then the next, and then the next. Peale taught that success is not a massive leap. It's a series of small, intentional steps. Steps taken with belief, with purpose, with a mind focused on what is possible, not what is missing. It doesn't matter how slow you go. What matters is that you don't stop. Consistency is more powerful than intensity. What you do every day shapes your destiny. Train your mind. Feed it with positivity. Surround yourself with people who uplift you. Read words that inspire you. Speak like someone who expects to win. Think like someone who is ready to receive the best life has to offer. Peale often said that your attitude toward life determines life's attitude toward you. When you expect good things, life starts delivering them. Not because of magic, but because your mind becomes a magnet for progress. Because you act in alignment with success. Because you begin to carry yourself like someone who belongs in the room. You don't have to fake perfection. You don't have to pretend to have it all together. You just have to keep going. Keep growing. Keep believing. There will be days when you fall, when your energy is low, when your progress feels invisible. But those are the days that matter most. Because every time you rise after falling, every time you speak truth over your tired soul, every time you choose light over darkness, you win. So don't give up. Not now. Not ever. Your mind is powerful. Your faith is stronger than you think. And your future is not written in fear. It is built by belief.
You have come so far, more than you realize. You've battled thoughts that tried to hold you back. You've walked through moments that tried to break you. And here you are, still standing, still fighting, still believing. That alone is proof. Proof that you are stronger than every storm. Proof that the power within you is greater than the pressure around you. But this journey isn't just about one moment of belief. It's about building a life that reflects that belief every single day. Because positive thinking is not a one-time decision. It's a lifestyle. It's a discipline. It's a commitment to rise again and again, no matter how many times you fall. Norman Vincent Peale taught that positive thinking is a habit. Just like brushing your teeth, just like exercising, just like anything else that keeps you healthy, you have to practice it daily. You have to feed your mind with good things, with thoughts that build, with words that heal, with truth that strengthens. Start your mornings with intention. Before the world tells you who to be, remind yourself who you are. You are powerful. You are guided. You are capable. You are becoming everything you were meant to be. Don't just hope for a good day. Decide to create one. Set your mind on gratitude. Count your blessings before your problems. Say thank you for what you have and even for what's yet to come. Because gratitude unlocks abundance. When you focus on what's good, the good grows. When you speak life, you breathe hope into your circumstances. And when you align your thoughts with love, peace, and purpose, everything begins to change. The way you think affects the way you feel. The way you feel affects the way you act. And the way you act determines the results you get. So don't underestimate the power of one positive thought. It can shift your energy. It can renew your strength. It can change the entire direction of your day. You are not a victim of your mind. You are its master. You get to choose which thoughts stay and which ones leave. You get to decide what stories you believe about yourself. Are you broken, or are you rebuilding? Are you stuck, or are you being prepared? Are you failing, or are you growing through it? It's not about lying to yourself. It's about choosing the story that serves you, choosing the mindset that empowers you, choosing the perspective that gives you strength. Life is full of uncertainty. There will be things you can't control, but what you can always control is your response. You can choose patience over panic. You can choose faith over fear. You can choose progress over perfection. You can choose peace over pressure. Peale believed that a calm mind was the foundation of a strong life, that inner peace is not found in the absence of problems, but in the presence of God, in the presence of belief, in the presence of a steady soul. Take time to be still. In the noise of the world, your soul needs silence. In the rush of goals, your heart needs rest. And in the middle of your chaos, your mind needs clarity. Breathe, reflect, reconnect with what matters. You don't need to chase the world's version of success. You just need to live in alignment with your truth. And when you do that, when your thoughts, actions, and values are united, that's when peace finds you. That's when purpose awakens. That's when real confidence is born. Because confidence is not arrogance, it's quiet assurance. It's knowing that no matter what happens, you are enough. It's not needing to prove anything to anyone. It's walking through life with your head high and your heart open. And even when you fall, because you will, you rise with dignity. You rise with grace. You rise with power. That is what positive thinking gives you. It's not a shortcut. It's not a fantasy. It's a foundation you build brick by brick, word by word, thought by thought. You will not get it perfect every day. You will slip, you will doubt, you will forget, but you will come back. Because now you know the way. Now you know that your mind is not your enemy. It's your greatest ally. You know that faith is more powerful than fear, that belief is stronger than doubt, and that the life you dream of is not some distant fantasy. It's within reach. It starts with a thought, then a decision, then an action, and it keeps growing as long as you keep going. So today, choose to believe. Choose to think higher thoughts. Choose to speak power over your life. Choose to love yourself deeply and unconditionally. Choose to rise every time life tries to pull you down. Because you are not weak. You are not broken. You are not lost. You are powerful. You are becoming. You are ready. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your life. And this is the power of positive thinking.